Okay. So I'm Morgan Millard. I'm with the Monmoth Independence Tenants Union. So, what would you like to know?
Okay, tell me about the union, how it got started, what happened, and what your situation is.
The Monmouth Independence Tenants Union was started in 1998. There was a community organizing class, and they were getting frustrated with the teacher because they weren't actually doing any community organizing. So they decided that they wanted to actually do that. So they broke off into two groups, and one of those groups was the Monmouth Independence Tenants Union. And we started with just kind of writing articles about the dump of the week. So landlords who aren't maintaining the properties correctly, we would write an article about them and post it in the school newspaper, Western Oregon University. And it became this major issue that actually got a lot of news coverage because one of the places that was posted inside of the dump of the week in 1999, October 17th of 1999, the building actually burned down because it was maintained so poorly. So we got a lot of fuel to kind of go and talk to renters, make sure that they knew their rights and who to go talk to if they need repairs and how to make sure that everything's getting done. And more it kind of just became this weird contact group for, the college students who don't know what they're doing. And we just help the renters that we have in our area. But we've recently run into a major problem with no-cause evictions, because renters are so scared about getting an eviction notice that they actually won't talk to us anymore. And we get kicked off of properties for soliciting when we're educating. So it's a never-ending issue.
Oh, wow. And so how many students are there?
The students kind of filter out, so we can range from 26 to 12. A lot of the members who aren't active members of the tenants union, because technically you have to be a student to be a part of it, still participate in the work, and they still do work for it. So they'll go around door knocking and talking to people and getting involved in the legislation and things like that. They're just not technically members of the tenants union.
Okay. And so legislatively, what kind of impact are you all making?
We're trying to show that this is not just a Portland issue. This is a small town issue too, and we're all trying to be here to represent and show that we have problems and tell our stories from people we've talked to, going door to door in our community, and our own personal experiences in my case.
Okay. And what's been your experience in terms of the rent increases?
Well, my mother and my sister were renting a house, and the landlord wanted to increase their rent $150 from one month to the next. And that's 50% of what they pay already. So it's a pretty excessive rent increase. And when they said that they had to have a 90-day notice so that they could get a little bit more time in terms of finding a new place, he told them that they had 60 days to leave. So they were given a no-cause eviction because they refused to pay the rent increase.
Wow. And how is these rent increases impacting other landlords and property owners? Are they raising the rents too?
Yeah, specifically in Monmouth Independence, it's not as much of a problem for rent increases, but it's still becoming more and more of a problem just because we're college students and we don't work above minimum wage jobs. But the families that are in the bigger complexes, the larger complexes, are specifically raising their rent excessively. I know one in particular has raised their rent so high that they've lost half of their renting population because they're trying to change the groups that they're serving to.
Right. So they're just exchanging them for higher price tenants. Okay. And so what are what's the union's plans going forward?
We're going to put a lot of work behind this bill, gather more and more stories to keep sending letters to senators, keep making sure that people are educated, trying to get more equality, and just politically pushing as much into everything that we're trying to get passed.
And you're going to be testifying today, right?
I am.
Okay, great. Well, I'm so glad to meet you, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you.